Venus. It's long been considered one of the most hostile places in our solar system, a barren furnace of toxic gases and crushing atmospheric pressure. Certainly not the kind of place you'd associate with life. But what if we've all been mistaken? What if Venus's acidic clouds hold an extraordinary secret, one that could change everything we know about the universe? In 2020, the scientific community was rocked by a groundbreaking discovery. In the upper atmosphere of Venus, astronomers detected traces of phosphine gas. Why is this significant? Well, on Earth, phosphine is a rare molecule produced almost exclusively by living organisms, or artificially through industrial processes. Given that Venus doesn't have factories, this raised an incredibly tantalizing question. Could microbial life be floating in the clouds of Venus? Before we dive deeper, let's consider the brutal nature of Venus. Its surface temperature is a blistering 475 degrees Celsius, hot enough to melt lead. The choking atmosphere is 96% carbon dioxide, creating an extreme greenhouse effect, with thick clouds of sulfuric acid swirling overhead. Everything about Venus screams inhospitable. So why are scientists suddenly considering it a candidate for alien life? The answer lies not on the surface, but in the skies. Around 50 to 60 kilometers above the ground, conditions are surprisingly different. Here, within Venus's cloud layers, temperatures range from 30 to 60 degrees Celsius, similar to a warm day on Earth. The atmospheric pressure is also comparable to conditions we experience near sea level. For scientists, this environment stands out as a potential safe haven where life might cling to existence. If microbial life does exist here, we might find it suspended in droplets of liquid within the clouds. Much like certain extremophiles on Earth, microorganisms that thrive in environments we would call extreme. After all, we've found microbes surviving in the most acidic lakes, boiling geysers, and even radioactive waste. Could similar organisms have evolved to adapt to Venus's acidic skies? Of course, there's skepticism. Some scientists argue that the phosphine could be the result of unknown chemical reactions instead of biological activity. But without definitive evidence, the debate is far from settled. That's where upcoming missions step in. These missions might finally resolve the phosphine mystery and perhaps uncover signs of life in this alien world. And here's a fascinating thought. Billions of years ago, Venus may have had oceans and an Earth-like climate. Over time, however, a runaway greenhouse effect transformed it into the inferno we see today. If life once existed on Venus, could it have escaped to the clouds as the planet's surface became uninhabitable? One thing is certain, Venus, long considered a dead world, is now one of the most exciting places in the search for extraterrestrial life. If we find even the smallest confirmation of life in its atmosphere, it would revolutionize our understanding of biology, evolution, and the resilience of life itself.